The Steelers, of course, had all the questions lingering with Le'Veon Bell. Tip of the cap to James Conner. He really has filled in nice.
Cleveland, they didn't win the game, but he played awfully well, 135 yards rushing, and he helped close out a big win at Tampa Bay in Week 3 on Monday.
Check 26. 77.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he can't get away from the pressure that jumps the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So far, we haven't looked back to what Pittsburgh did last week. So before their offense comes out here, let's discuss that loss to the Chargers. Even though the Steeler fans don't want to hear it, that was their largest blown lead at home in Steeler history.
I still can't believe this number or these statistics. 174, 0-1 at home with at least a 16-point lead prior to that game. That's absolutely unbelievable, but let's give credit where credit's due. Did Pittsburgh actually blow the game, or did the Chargers come back and take it? Because I thought they did an excellent job in the second half. Now, here's the thing for Pittsburgh. Their lead over the Baltimore Ravens in their division down to just half a game as the sprint to the finish begins.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Focus.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
Hurry up, let's go! 22, 44. 4 down!
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
22, 44.
On second down, Roethlisberger toward the center of the field, but it's in. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Take both of them. Set. Blue 30.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Boswell missed it. Missed it to the right. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Before the Giants get the football back, I want to discuss the game you had with them last week against Chicago. They won that game 30-27 in pretty dramatic fashion.
To put it mildly, because they struggled for a lot of the game, but when they needed big plays, they got them from some of their veterans and a rookie. Alec Ogletree, their veteran linebacker, 2 picks in the ballgame. One of them a pick 6 to get things started for the Giants. How about Odell Beckham Jr.? Not just catching the ball, on a reverse pass, throws his second touchdown pass of the year. That one to Russell Shepard, his LSU teammate. And last but not least, Saquon Barkley. Boy, was he special in that game.
By the way, mathematically, the Giants at 4-8 still have a chance to win the NFC East.
Remember, Odell Beckham Jr. said they're going to run the table. They lost that against Philadelphia last week, but they still believe they can get to 8-8.
Here's Manning to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. T.J. Watt coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Set. 280. Set.
He's going to get it running right. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Set. 280.
Manning now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Rosas puts this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had combined
until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. Ooh, with a juke. Oh, and now he bowls him over.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Heinz Field after this. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to try for the 4th down conversion. Manning and the offense staying put. They'll go for it. It's Manning. It's caught. Shepard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Quick look ahead to Week 14 and what's on tap. A couple of good games, at least historically. Pittsburgh and Oakland and Philly and Dallas.
And all of a sudden, I'm 8 years old again. Because Pittsburgh and Oakland, when I hear those names, I'm thinking who's going to win and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. That's what it felt like when I was growing up. How about the one that's got flexed in? The Rams and Bears playing in Soldier Field on Sunday night.
Yeah, that'll be good. And then Vikings-Seahawks on Monday night. So two great ones to finish off the weekend.
Yeah, these teams are fighting for wild card spots and, of course, maybe even a division title or two.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, it's Manning. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Manning will try again on second down. That's caught by
at the tight end position there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the way.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. But just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10.
Snickers, 66.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go. Let's go. Take two of them.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Snickers, 66. Let's go. Snickers, you gotta spin. 44. 58, right over there, Yeah, double bump. Double bump. 4 down.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Manning. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Manning. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
50. Ready? Black 80.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Now it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, let's have a little fun and give a shout-out to the latest 1,000-yard rusher in the NFL, Tom Brady. Only took him 19 years, but he got there.
Did you really have to go snarky there on Tom Brady, getting 19 years to get to 1,000 yards?
We praise him on everything, the incredible career, but, man, 19 years for 1,000 yards, that's something.
What I really enjoyed was how he celebrated it. When he got there, giving the 1st down signal like he was Cam Newton or someone, I think even he understood, all right, 1,000 yards for me. This is kind of funny.
Yeah, he had a big smile on his face. Also, he did tie Brett Favre for 3rd all-time in passing touchdowns with 508.
Not to mention, he did it in another Patriots win.
A handoff to Barkley. And an alley to run. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On play action, it's Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Manning able to find OBJ there for a Giants 1st down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or play on the ball.
And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Jonathan Bostic in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing now is Manning. The catch is made. Benny Fowler. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. Preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll go to Barkley again. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Manning. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Manning. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposite.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And this time, not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
These two.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll go down at the 28. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on fourth down. And he finds McDonald. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Roethlisberger now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Show that bench release and go. 4 down.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. That is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Everyone's got 4. Set! Blue 30!
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
In his own end zone, it's Manning. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Manning. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Snickers, 66. Whirl!
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Olivier Vernon in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offense
for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. They'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go. He'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He's back to throw. And incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
And the Steelers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? 44. All right, let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are close to finishing off this football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vannas. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done near every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just wanna make enough to pay dividends, then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. There's 5-2.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry for Josh Adams, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Wentz now to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. Adams. And now spinning away. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 10 more there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still to this.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Von Miller in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll try the left side. Adams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
To throw is Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Wentz to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Ertz has it left side. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Wentz.
Out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. Now Wentz. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. On 1st down, Keenum. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Hicks leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran Rasul Douglas able to break that one up.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Keenum. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Across the NFL, all the byes are done, so the 32 teams have played exactly 12 games. And if you look at the offensive leaders right now, Charles, starting with passing, Ben Roethlisberger at the top, but Patrick Mahomes is right on his heels.
Just 22 yards behind, and he's the guy that everyone is focused in on. He's fun to watch. How about the rest of the top 5? Matt Ryan, Jared Goff, and Aaron Rodgers. The guys toting the ball. Todd Gurley leads with 1,175 yards. Ezekiel Elliott right on his heels as well.
Yeah, those are the 2 1,000-yard rushers right now in the National Football League. On 1st down, Adams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On On second down now, Adams. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. Throwing is Wentz. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. They'll run on first down. Adams. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On second down, Adams. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wentz going to try and throw on third. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Denver right after this. Working from the gun, Wentz eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. That'll bring up second down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. On second down, here's Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebackers, Von Miller. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
CD, let's discuss the Denver Broncos' playoff hopes before they take over here on offense. They've won 3 straight. Now they're 6-6, and a team that at one point didn't look like they had a shot at the postseason is looking pretty good.
And if they continue on at this pace and the schedule's actually favorable for them, they will make me a liar, won't they? Because didn't I say about 2 weeks ago, yeah, they look like they're doing okay, but I just don't see them making a real strong push for the playoffs. They're making me look bad here. How about Phillip Lindsay? 157 yards, 2 touchdowns, a career-high 65-yard sprint for the end zone. We shall see. The AFC West, could they get 3 teams in the playoffs? Denver trying to be that 3rd team.
Yeah, and the most recent win in that Lindsay effort came against the Bengals, a 24-10 victory to get them to 6-6. Throwing now is Keenum. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Keenum. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake, and he won't get there. They stopped him a few yards short of the line to gain. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
A gain of 6 there on first. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On play action, Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Keenum. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Sproles, the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, other side, solid.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at the 45. And on the ground they go with the running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they try the right side here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. It's Keenum. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
46 down, man.
Now Wentz on third down. And Tate's got it. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On second down now, Adams. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, Adams. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Hurts over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Adams. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll get it up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Von Miller in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Wentz going to go on 4th down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs.
In this game, and they don't have anything left, do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why?
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
This is fielded at the 7. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Derek Wolfe in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And this is Hurts with it, right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Adams. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He's back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Keenum now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hamilton. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place, as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. This is third and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Now Keenum. Flush to his right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Well, I suppose if you're in trouble back there and you're going to go down anyway, you're going to try and find someone, try and find a place to deposit the football and avoid the sack.
Unfortunately, that time, I don't think there was any question about it. A clear throwaway and 2 points.
Yeah, he avoided the sack, but because it was intentional grounding, he gave up 2 points, didn't he?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. One last throw for Keenum. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really